Hello guys, Xin chào. In this video, we're gonna travel to Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. We're gonna try delicious food, shoot guns, dodge motorbikes, talk to locals and party. Let's begin.
Welcome to Saigon.
All I knew about Saigon before coming here was that it was hot and humid and super busy. And I wasn't wrong. Yes, the city has a tropical climate, which means hot and humid all year round. The dry season runs from December to April, while the rainy season takes over from May to November. I visited in April, the hottest month, where temperatures can reach a sizzling 40 degrees Celsius. With a population of around 10 million people, Saigon is Vietnam's largest city. Fun fact, it has about 900,000 cars and a jaw-dropping 8.5 million motorbikes, making its traffic seem like total chaos at first glance. But don't worry, you'll find your way around the bustling streets in no time. Ho Chi Minh City is located in the southern part of Vietnam, about 1,700 kilometers from Hanoi. Historically, this area was part of the Khmer Empire before becoming Vietnamese in 1698. Fast forward to 1862, it was ceded to France, transforming into a colonial city dotted with elegant French-style architecture. In 1955, it became the capital of South Vietnam until reunification in 1976, when it was renamed Ho Chi Minh City in honor of North Vietnam's revolutionary leader. Still, Saigon remains widely used, especially by locals. Today, the city is a powerhouse of commerce and culture, contributing nearly a quarter of Vietnam's GDP. It's the country's busiest international transport hub, with Tan Son Nhat International Airport handling nearly half of all international arrivals. The port of Saigon is also one of Southeast Asia's most active container ports. The city's geography is defined by rivers and canals, of which the largest is Saigon River. It winds through the city like a lifeline. Administratively, the city consists of 16 urban and 5 rural districts, but most visitors spend their time in the central areas, District 1 and District 3, home to major landmarks, museums, and nightlife. Let's look at some of the sights. But first, let's have some Vietnamese coffee.
In Vietnamese, we don't say milk coffee, we say cà phê sữa đá. Cà phê sữa đá, cà phê sữa đá.
One of the first things you might want to do in the morning in Saigon is have some cà phê sữa đá. That's the way they pronounce Vietnamese coffee. It comes with condensed milk and it's so strong, it'll smack you across the face and tell you, wake up. Tiny chairs, that's part of the culture. When I ask them why they do that, they say it's very comfortable. You just got to get used to it.
First, let's look at Independence Palace. Built in 1966, this palace is full of symbolic design, from feng shui layouts to dragon-shaped corridors, the grand reception hall, the presidential office, and even a private cinema. This palace is so well preserved that many of its rooms, furniture, and decor inside look exactly as they did decades ago.
And actually, it was the working place of the president of South Vietnam until 1975.
But then, things took a drastic turn on
April 30th, 1975. That's when a North Vietnamese tank crashed through these gates. That's when the North, just like this bus, that's when the North Vietnamese army entered the city. And now they celebrate April the 30th as the Independence Day.
But what really captures the imagination is the secret bunker beneath the palace. It's a maze of narrow concrete rooms and communication lines that once served as a war command center. You can still see the old rotary phones, radio equipment, and maps on the walls frozen in time. The rooftop helipad once hosted a US Bell UH-1 Huey helicopter, just like the one in the iconic 1975 evacuation scenes. Now, let's look at Notre Cathedral, another iconic landmark. It's a lasting symbol of Vietnam's French colonial past. It was built between 1863 and 1880 by French colonists. Every brick, tile, and stained glass window was imported directly from France.
And originally it was called the Church of Saigon. Now it's been under scaffolding, unfortunately, for many, many years, for more than 10 years probably. So this is what you see. A little bit disappointing. In 2005, there's been rumors that the statue of Virgin Mary was shedding tears. Can you believe that? She was shedding tears.
Central Post Office is located right next door.
It was built in the late 19th century, 1886 to 1891, when Vietnam was still part of the French Indochina, and now it's one of the city's landmarks, but it's still a functioning post office. So if you want to send a letter back home, you can still do that.
Step inside, and you are transported into a 19th century European railway station. Think domed ceilings, vintage counters, and charming tile floors. You can even mail a postcard from here.
I'm from Australia, Brisbane, Australia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm just traveling here a little bit spontaneously. Booked my flight on Monday and here I am. But yeah, I went to Paris last year and it's so much nicer here. And Vietnam is like its own little Paris and it's so sweet. I love the people, they're so much nicer and it's really lovely to just be immersed in this culture. So friendly. And I don't speak a word of Vietnamese and everyone's so lovely about it. So meanwhile, like when you're in Paris, if you don't speak French in a French accent, you get scowled at. So yeah. Get on a moped. It's so fun.
Have you tried?
Yes, I've been on 3 mopeds today, and I think it's my preferred method of travel from now on.
Have you had previous experience?
No. Never been on anything that doesn't have 4 doors.
You don't think it could be dangerous?
Oh well, they do it every day, so I trust them. But it's so fun. It's like a little roller coaster, like a mini roller coaster whenever you get around. Yeah.
Just around the corner is Nguyen Van Binh Book Street.
Downtown of Saigon is very hectic, very noisy, but there is this one street, it's called Book Street, where it's so peaceful and quiet, where you can just sit on a bench and grab a book, read a book. That's interesting, yeah. But where's Crime and Punishment but Dostoevsky?
A quiet gem lined with bookstores and cozy cafes. It's perfect for book lovers, thinkers, and anyone needing a break from the city buzz. Now, before we move to the next site, let's grab something to eat, or drink, or maybe both. You've had coffee, you've had dessert, but have you ever had both in one cup? Say hello to egg coffee, a rich espresso topped with whipped egg yolk and sweetened milk. It's creamy, dreamy, and tastes like tiramisu in a cup. Born in Hanoi, it's now beloved everywhere. And yes, I loved it too. For those culturally inclined, Saigon has no shortage of fascinating spots, including museums like the Museum of Ho Chi Minh City, which gives great insight into the city's history and transformation. And for a touch of elegance, check out the Saigon Opera House, an architectural gem that hosts everything from classical concerts to contemporary dance and acrobatics. Next up, the iconic Ben Thanh Market. It was built in 1914. Its colonial architecture and massive dome make it a true Saigon symbol. Inside, over 1,500 stalls selling everything from souvenirs to sizzling street food. Some say it's seriously overpriced though. Don't miss Nguyen Hue Walking Street. It's a lively tree-lined boulevard in the heart of District 1. By day, it's perfect for a stroll and people watching. The centerpiece at the top end is the statue of Ho Chi Minh, standing in front of the Grand Colonial Era City Hall, built in 1908. Of course, everybody wants a picture with Cafe apartment building.
In the middle of the 20th century, this was just another apartment block, and it was actually getting dilapidated, but it wasn't until Nguyen Hue Street became a walk-in street that this property became in high demand. So now each one of those apartments is occupied by businesses like coffee shops, restaurants, spa places, and even soap factories.
On each floor, you'll find something interesting. But it's at night when Nguyen Hue Street really comes alive. The entire street lights up with interactive fountains, LED displays, music, and even live performances.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Duy.
What do you like about the city?
I think the people in here is so friendly and kind, and you can talk on with the people in here.
Yeah, you can talk to anyone.
Yeah,
Everyone's friendly.
Yeah, people in this city is so friendly. You must try when you come here.
There's no shortage of bars and clubs in this area. Let's step into one of them, the Gangs. Look, absolutely fun party with beer and dancing on the tables. Look at these guys, they're having a blast. But there's even a crazier walking street called Bui Vien Walking Street. This pedestrian street is a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and smells.
It gets a little crazy. There's always music, and today's just Tuesday, and they partying like it's Saturday, right?
Bui Vien is often compared to Hao Son Road in Bangkok, and for a good reason. It's filled with bars, nightclubs, and street vendors. As the sun sets, Bui Vien transforms. Bars open their doors wide, music spills into the street, and a sea of locals and tourists gather to drink, dance, and let loose. Along the street, you'll find a mix of backpacker hostels, restaurants, and street performers. Saigon nightlife is fun. How about finding a secret bar on a street where you least expect it?
Alright guys, so now I'm on a quest to find a hidden bar. It's just an alley and some yellow light coming through this passage. So let's walk inside, let's see what's in there. Okay, so we're walking into this alley. It's taking us upstairs. Alright, I'm just walking inside.
And this is the bar. Hey, I found it. The name is the Iron Bank.
My customer in here, a lot from foreigner, yeah, like you, they come to another country and come here, yeah.
But not all nightlife in Saigon is so straightforward. Just look at Japantown, which is a charming neighborhood that offers a slice of Japanese culture during the day, but it turns into a red light district after dark. Oh no, filming is prohibited too. But if you want something a little more family-friendly, you can visit the Golden Dragon Water Puppet Theater. They have performances every night. Water puppetry is not originally from Saigon. It comes from northern Vietnam, specifically the Red River Delta near Hanoi. It dates back to the 11th century, when rice farmers used flooded rice paddies as a stage to entertain villagers during the monsoon season. Right in the heart of Saigon's chaos is a pocket of calm. Welcome to Tao Đàn Park, a green oasis where the city slows down. This peaceful 10-hectare park is where locals come to breathe. Morning workouts, bird lovers, and even the occasional poetry club. It's a slice of everyday life hidden behind Saigon's skyscrapers. Speaking of skyscrapers, Saigon is growing fast, but until 1996, the city didn't even have a single skyscraper. Today, dozens light up the skyline. Like Bitexco Financial Tower. At 262 meters tall, this 68-story Lotus-inspired skyscraper was once Vietnam's tallest building. Its boldest feature? A dramatic helipad jutting out from the 52nd floor. You can visit the Saigon Sky Deck for a 360-degree panoramic views of the city. But wait, Landmark 81 takes things to the next level. At 461 meters, it's the tallest building in Vietnam and one of the top 20 tallest in the world. Its design, inspired by bundled bamboo stalks, symbolizes unity and strength, a tribute to Vietnamese resilience. Inside, you'll find luxury hotels, residences, a massive shopping mall, restaurants, a cinema, and even an indoor ice skating rink. Yes, in tropical Vietnam.
Woo! Well, that's pretty cool. This is Landmark 81. This is the tallest building in Vietnam. And the view you get from here, it's amazing.
Landmark 81 anchors the stunning Vinhome Central Park, a 43-hectare modern urban neighborhood inspired by New York Central Park. It's packed with fountains, walking paths, sports areas, open lawns, and riverside picnic spots. A perfect blend of city living and natural tranquility. The entire complex was developed by Vinhomes, which is part of Vietnam's powerhouse Vingroup, which, fun fact, was started in Ukraine back in 1993. Today, this company does everything from real estate, hospitals, and amusement parks to electric cars. Yes, I'm talking about VinFast, Vietnam's very own car brand. There it is.
Feed me.
Saigon is fascinating and so different. One moment you see a shiny 5-star hotel, the next it's a tangle of wires and something like this. One moment you see communist billboards, the next it's a Porsche or a Maybach cruising by. But with an average salary of just $400 a month, owning a Maybach feels like a world apart.
So I met these guys from Singapore.
Hello.
What's up? What's your name?
Victor, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. What's your
Hello,
name?
my name is Yong. You can call me Yong.
Oh, cool, cool. You said you've been in Saigon for 4 days now?
Yes, sir.
So what's your impression so far?
I think it's a great place. A lot of good food, great people as well, and the place just looks beautiful.
If you had to compare it to Singapore, what are some of the differences?
Wow. I think, very clearly the development in Singapore is more advanced compared to here. But still, life here is a lot slower compared to Singapore. Because in Singapore, there's the hustle and bustle of corporate life and everything. But here, everything just seems so slow. Everybody just seems so chill.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the part that the stark difference that I'm seeing here. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Now, if you want to see Saigon from a different angle, hop aboard a Saigon River cruise. Saigon River winds over 225 kilometers, but even a short cruise lets you soak in the views of the skyline and the bridges. Like the striking Ba Son Bridge, opened in 2022, a symbol of the city's modern transformation. Some cruises serve full-on gourmet dinners, fresh seafood, grilled meats, and tropical fruit, perfect for dates and special occasions. But I kept it simple. No fancy dinner, I came for the views. When it comes to food in Saigon, you're in for a treat. There are so many dishes I recommend trying. Of course, start with pho, Vietnam's most iconic noodle soup.
And it could be with anything, like beef. This time it's with seafood and chicken. What a good combination. Well, let me try that. Oh, I love it, I love it. A spicy and sour taste, wow.
Another must-try is banh xeo, a crispy Vietnamese rice flour pancake, usually filled with pork, shrimp, and bean sprouts, then folded like an omelet. Its name literally means a sizzling cake. It's often eaten wrapped in lettuce or herbs and dipped in nuoc chum, a sweet, savory fish sauce-based dip. Another dish I recommend is bún chả. It brings together grilled pork, delicate rice noodles, and a signature dipping sauce. Balanced, aromatic, and deeply satisfying. And of course, any time of the day is a good time for a banh mi.
All right, guys, I think we gotta go and get a banh mi, because I'm a little bit hungry. All right, guys, so this other place turned out to be vegan, and that's not what we want. No, that's not how we play. We need the real deal. So I came here to have some real banh mi.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I got some local coffee.
Born from French colonial roots and reimagined with bold Vietnamese flavors, banh mi is Vietnam's iconic sandwich. Crusty baguette, savory pork, pickled veggies, and spicy chili. Locals are very friendly. These guys invited me for a coffee when they saw me across the street.
So I just met these gentlemen. I was filming them from that side of the street, and they're like, come on over here. So I joined them, and they gave me some free Vietnamese coffee. Very delicious. And now they're giving me the best locations for banh mi and pho. Why is it that in Vietnam you have really small chairs? Why?
Feel comfortable when staying there.
Oh, really? Like close to the ground? Okay.
You can't forget about the Vietnam War while you're in Saigon. War Remnants Museum offers a sobering but essential look into the realities of the Vietnam War, known here as the American War, and its profound impact on the country and its people. Outside the museum, you'll find a collection of retired American military equipment, tanks, helicopters, bombers, and even a fighter jet. But it's inside where the experience becomes deeply emotional. Through a series of well-curated exhibits, you'll see photographs, documents, personal stories, and preserved artifacts that portray the human cost of war. One of the most haunted sections features the devastating effects of Agent Orange, napalm, and cluster bombs, with photographs, testimonies from victims, including generations still suffering today. I love meeting new people. I ran into David, a visitor from the US.
So David, what brings you to Saigon?
I came by plane yesterday. I'm doing a Southeast Asia trip.
What's your plan for today? What do you have in mind?
For the rest of today, it's about noon right now. I'm gonna walk in that direction to the Independence Palace.
Yeah.
It's just 5 minutes from here. And then beyond that is a swimming pool, which most people would not be interested in, except my dad, he served in Vietnam.
Whoa.
So he was here back in the late 60s.
Yeah.
He was here the year that Ho Chi Minh died. He died in 69.
Yeah.
And so I want to take a video of it to send my dad and just to send him some pictures from this place where he lived.
Wow.
56 years ago. Served, fought 56 years ago.
Yeah. It's interesting. I just met this Grab driver and he showed me a picture from 1970. He was in the Army on the American side.
Yeah.
And now, 2025, he's driving a Grab motorcycle, It's interesting how things play out. And now it's all peaceful and lovely.
Yeah, you don't feel or perceive many scars of the war,
Right.
but I'm new here, so maybe that's
Yeah,
something
well,
I'll
unless you
find.
go to a museum, then you'll be bombarded with all the images and everything. It's kind of, yeah.
While most Vietnamese don't follow a formal religion, traditional folk beliefs are deeply woven into daily life. Still, Buddhism stands as the most widely practiced organized faith and the second most common spiritual tradition in the country.
Barack Obama visited this place in 2016, and 9 years later, here I am in 2025. Let's visit this pagoda.
One place where that spiritual world truly comes alive is the Jade Emperor Pagoda. Tucked away from the city's buzz, it's a sanctuary of incense, statues, and centuries-old symbolism. Built in 1909 by the Cantonese community, this Taoist Buddhist temple is dedicated to No Kuan, the Jade Emperor, ruler of heaven. You'll be surprised, but the next most popular religion after Buddhism is Christianity. Look at Tao Đàn Church, also known as the Pink Church, one of Saigon's most Instagram-famous landmarks. This Roman Catholic church was built in 1876
during the French colonial rule in the Roman Catholic style,
making it older than Notre Dame Cathedral. It's a striking symbol of Vietnam's Catholic heritage. And yes, it still holds daily services for a large, active community. Unfortunately, it was closed during my visit. Now let me ask you, what's one of Saigon's biggest daily challenges? Crossing the street.
You raise your arm and you show some confidence, okay? Hopefully they will respect that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I made it safely. That's wonderful.
Sometimes it's a breeze. Other times, it's total mission impossible. Let me give it a try and wish me luck.
I think you're ready to do it. Ready to do it, ready to do it. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it, please? Don't run me over. Wow, this is insane. I know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is insane, guys. But I think I made it, yeah. I think I made it. Whoa. I think I came out alive.
Now here's why. The streets are dominated by motorbikes. Most Vietnamese households rely on them, and car ownership is still relatively low. So how do you get around? You can take a taxi, or better yet, use an app like Grab. It's affordable, especially if you go by a motorbike taxi.
Best means of transportation in Saigon.
For something more fun, hop into a cyclo.
Yeah, fresh air, beautiful. Today's sunny. I am enjoying it. What's your name, sir?
Yeah. What's your name? Thanh. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Tan.
Yeah.
Tan Oi.
Oi.
It's almost like walking, but you don't get tired.
It costs about $3 to $4 for 10 minutes, and it's a cool way to soak in the sights. Buses are another option, all air-conditioned, and for tourists, a hop-on, hop-off bus is a great way to explore the city's top attractions. But here's the big news. In December 2024, Saigon finally opened its first ever metro line. Yay!
For now, it's just one line, but it took 25 years to plan it and build it, but now it's there. 14 stations altogether, 3 of them underground, 11 elevated. So let's take a ride.
Not huge yet, but it's a big step forward. Fares range from 27 to 79 cents per ride.
This train is bound towards the terminal. Next station is Opera House.
So far, we've been mostly exploring District 1 and 3. But now, it's time to branch out. Let's head to District 2. And no, we don't need a ferry to cross the river. Let's take the metro. Welcome to Tao Đàn, a trendy, vibrant neighborhood right here in District 2. Once a quiet residential pocket, it's now one of Saigon's expat hotspots. Think yoga studios, rooftop bars, and artisanal bakeries, all mixed in with local street food jams and stylish boutiques. It's got a unique, relaxed vibe, leafy streets, chilled cafes, and a refreshing change of pace from downtown. If you're a foodie, you're gonna love this place. From international fine dining to Vietnamese comfort food, and even a Japanese village tucked right in.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Tony. I've been living in Vietnam for about 6 years. I'm from South Africa.
What do you like about your life in Vietnam?
Man, it's as a South African, firstly, South Africa, it's a lot safer here, except for when you're on the motorbike. It is quite hectic. You got to be awake. The people are friendly. The food is obviously delicious. I'm sure you can agree.
Oh yeah.
The weather it's hot, but as a South African, I'm used to it. And life just seems so simple here. It's very easy. Everybody's easygoing. There's no road rage here. Everybody's super chill.
Yeah. And what do you do for a living?
I teach English. I've been teaching for about 5 years. I just came back from work now, teaching a bunch of 7-year-olds. It's so crazy. Sometimes they don't understand me, I don't understand them, but we make it work. It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying your life here.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Housing here ranges from modern condos and luxury villas to family-friendly homes. It's the perfect mix of urban living with a suburban feel. Ideal if you want peace and quiet, but still stay close to the city center.
This is District number 2 in the city of Saigon, and historically it's been at a disadvantage because the Saigon River cut it off from the beating heart of the city. But now things have changed because they constructed the tunnel in 2011 and they constructed the subway and opened it in 2025. So now it's been very much integrated into the city life. And so it became one of the most trendiest neighborhoods in town. Very popular with expats and locals alike. And you'll find lots of very nice trendy bars and cafes offering Western and local foods. So yeah, cheers guys. Oh, I finished it already.
If you want to see the real Saigon, I'd say hire a local guide. They'll take you to places you probably never find on your own. Like this. In the evening, locals gather here for live music and, of course, to eat. Everyone is chilling on those classic tiny plastic chairs, soaking in the vibes. Or how about exploring a secret bunker?
The North Vietnamese Army planned a secret attack in January 1968 during the festival of Tet, when nobody was expecting that. And so this is the bunker. 2 tons of different ammo, including gunpowder, TNT, grenades, and all different weapons. So let's step inside.
Oh, no, sorry, no video.
Now there's no video.
No video? Okay, but we found a way into the adjacent building. What seems like a regular house has a lot of secrets. This place was once a hidden Viet Cong command post, right beneath the city's surface. From here, underground operatives planned major missions while blending into the everyday neighborhood above.
If you thought that's all the secrets I have for you in this house, that's not true. There's another one. Here we go, guys. Here we go. And from here, you can also get to the bunker. Crazy. Wow, I'm actually inside the bunker right now. Want me to film it?
I even met some Vietnamese Americans who recently moved back and came to reconnect with their roots.
We live in this area for so long. How many years? Over 30 years over here in this district. We know exactly, but we never knew this place even existed.
What do you do for a living?
I am a head of the architecture department of a remodeling company in the United States. I now live in Austin, Texas.
Apparently you know a thing or two about architecture, so let me ask you this. American residential places are so huge, and Vietnamese seem to be very tiny. So how do you explain the difference, and what do you like more?
Okay, I think American culture is very well developed, it's very modernized, but the deep root cause of it, the foundation of it is still lacking the people space. Just like over there where you see people gathering, people talking. It's a feeling of very warm feeling, welcoming. It's a feeling of where people sit down and do self-reflection of their past, the present time, and also the future. But in the United States, because of a lifestyle is too fast, doesn't have this kind of pace that we're having in here, which is a big difference that I noticed.
Now let's talk to my tour guide, Minh.
Well guys, I want to introduce Minh to you, and she's my tour guide in the city of Saigon, but that's not even her main job, so let's talk to her.
Hi guys, I'm a Vietnamese local and my hometown is in Hanoi up north, and I've been here in Saigon for 5 years. So this is my just a part-time job, and I work it for leisure. And my main job is that I'm working for HR department in a manufacturing company here based in Saigon.
Now you lived in Hanoi, right?
Right.
And so you were comparing the two cities. You said that Saigon is more cosmopolitan in a way that they don't really care too much how you dress.
Exactly.
And what else?
Yeah, right. I was born and grew up in Hanoi, and now I'm living and working in Saigon. So I have the good comparison of the two places. I can tell you that a little bit that still more conservative in the mindset of the people up north. Or why at this age you're a woman and why you not get married yet? Why you still got free and no kid, no husband to take care of? So if I'm staying in Hanoi right now, they're gonna ask me the same question. But here, that's the reason why I'm here. Because that I hear people, they just don't care about that. They just that I know you are good friends and you mingling well to the environment here, and then that you are doing a good job and you become that yes, you just live your life and I live my life. So they don't really care about that, and they also remain that more open-minded. The most thing that you can see that about the appearance, that in terms of clothing, when you're going out to the north, you can see that the people, they pay notice and pay attention much more in terms of the appearance. Even they go to the market, supermarket, or the shopping mall, or the cinema, you can see that they very, very pay attention to what they're wearing. But here in Saigon, what I'm wearing in the home, I can wear it out to the street.
Now, in terms of salaries, if you had this exact same position at the exact same company in Hanoi and Saigon, would it be the same salary or a little different?
Good question. Saigon could be that up higher a bit, 10 to 15%.
Oh, okay.
More big MNC, more bigger company, corporation here, they invest to Saigon, and also that more job opportunity here. So yeah, come to Saigon. And one special thing that if you are a foreigner, Saigon is a place more welcome you and more chance to give you a job, more offer here. Yeah.
Oh wow,
now
you're
you
a
know.
fan of Saigon.
It's not a bias, I'm just telling the truth.
Now I think it's time to take a trip out of the city. Just 35 kilometers northwest of Ho Chi Minh City lies one of Vietnam's most iconic historical landmarks, the Cu Chi Tunnels. This underground network stretches over 200 kilometers, and at its peak, it was home to thousands of fighters who lived, planned, and resisted from below the surface.
Surprise, surprise! Surrender, surrender!
What's wild is that this massive system included living quarters, kitchens, and even hospitals, all underground. Originally built in the 1940s during the resistance against French colonial forces, these tunnels were later expanded and became a key stronghold for the Viet Cong during the war.
Here we are in the Cu Chi tunnels, in the actual tunnel, but apparently they also made it wider for tourists, so it used to be even narrower than this.
The Viet Cong were very resourceful with their defenses. This side has a whole section demonstrating the indigenous and brutal traps they used to slow down and injure enemy troops. Just look at the brutality of this booby trap. Once a soldier falls in, there's no way out, and no one can hear them. Another soldier could walk right in after them. They made use of whatever they could find. Believe it or not, soldiers would carefully disassemble dud bombs, that is, unexploded American bombs, to extract gunpowder. For something truly intense, you can experience a live shooting range on site. Imagine firing real war-era weapons like the AK-47, M16, and even the heavy-hitting M60 machine gun.
All right, guys, let's do the shooting.
I couldn't resist. I chose the AK-47.
You know, guys, when you killed all your enemies, it's time to relax. Have a coconut.
Another trip I recommend is the Mekong Delta. Just a couple of hours from Ho Chi Minh City, the Mekong Delta feels like a completely different world. Taking a full-day journey through this water maze of canals, floating markets, and riverside villages is an unforgettable experience. For a deeper dive, stay a couple of days. There are welcoming homestays that let you truly soak in the local culture and way of life.
This is Katie, this is her uncle, and going through...
I went with a local guide, Katie, who has family in one of the nearby villages. So we got a chance to visit her relatives, taste fresh fruit right from the orchard. They were such lovely people. Life here is slow, and you can really feel the peaceful rhythm.
And so what they do to say cheers, they say, yo, yo.
We visited a local coconut candy factory and learned how these traditional treats are made. It was so cool.
What's she doing?
Water coconut first.
Water coconut. Wow, never heard of this thing before.
Yes, look at
the water coconut, all right. So we are traveling in this small boat through a tiny narrow canal that's going from the Mekong River. And you can hear the birds and just the leaves shaking, you know, it's so beautiful. Wow. Tell me about what your uncle does.
the local people, they just living on their garden, just growing up their trees, and they can sell it when they have a big amount.
Okay.
And they living from their garden, fruit, chicken, fish. Also these days, you know, like some people, they don't have the boat anymore, so you can carry or like delivery. Like you are neighbor, but you don't have the boat, you want to pass by the river, you can ask for a ride, something like that.
I just lost my head.
Local life has its challenges, of course.
But as you see here, we don't have the clean water. So the people have to keep the raining water from the roof to go down.
The raining water, okay.
And they keep in the tank like that.
Okay.
For using for cooking and drinking. But sometimes, you know, with the rainy season, not rain, like dry season, no water at all. So they have to pump the water from the river to another tank like this, just for washing and cleaning.
Right.
So still have to keep the good water for drinking.
And on the opposite side of the river, we visited a floating pagoda. Looks breathtaking. From the drone, you can see how massive Mekong River is. No wonder it's the third largest one in Asia. The boat ride was so shaky, and I was really worried the boat would capsize at times. But I guess it all added to the adventure. Before heading back to the city, we wanted to see the light bugs, which was quite the experience. But in complete darkness, my camera just couldn't capture the magic. Saigon is amazing. The city's energy is contagious. It's incredibly affordable. For around $5, you can indulge in a 30-minute foot massage or sample a variety of tropical fruits. One of the best things for me was just wandering through its narrow, walkable alleys, trying different styles of local coffee and snacks along the way. Saigon is so full of life. Day or night, people are always out, eating, chatting over coffee, sewing up clothes right on the sidewalk, playing sports, or even dancing in public squares. Nobody's bothering you, nobody's pushy, and it feels super safe. It's one of those cities that I'd love to come back to. Vibrant, chaotic, and full of character. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. There will be more videos from Vietnam coming soon.